Alright. Let me just get the mouse out of the way here. Alright, and I think we're good to go. Get everything pulled up on here. Maybe. Alright. Yo, what's up, Crystal? Alright. Trying to think, make sure everything's working okay. Sunshine Pod. How's stream doing today? Is it behaving? Not behaving? I know, right? Okay, let's hope that my phone doesn't buffer the whole time. Who's ready to get started? Make sure everything's good because I had to get everything reconnected. Yes, I can. I definitely can. Alright. Do that. How about now? How's that? Does that work? It's working! If that's too big, I can always make it smaller, but I think we'll be fine on that. Yeah, I can actually see it this time, too. Alright, are we ready to get started? Let's go ahead and start getting our pieces out here. I'm hoping this goes well. Please bear with me. Obviously, new to the streaming career, new to everything that's going on. I think I got everything out of the bag for this one. I dropped something. It's okay, I found it. Let's move the mouse again. We'll move this stuff over. Get everything all situated here. Good to go. Alright. Alright. Book look okay on stream. You're playing Minecraft. Yeah, Small Kirby is the Lego supervisor. Everything looking good as far as the camera, as good as it's going to get at least. Just say we can't really spend all day talking. Well, that's good. Yeah, I like the angle for my hands as well. I think it's a good fit. I think the camera flashing will get a little annoying, but I think we'll make do in any case here. For these pieces here. I'm definitely excited to get this put together. Okay. That one-on-one stud on here and the other side. and break everything in the process. We found these 2 flat bits here. Put those on as well. It's definitely a little awkward looking through all this stuff, but that's it. It's not too bad. I'm glad this has an actual book instead of just having online instructions. Need 2 red dots, which I can service. Put those on here. On the blue pieces. Yeah, I like to think that this will be a pretty poggers ordeal here. Kind of a chill stream with the Legos here. I know you're not being sarcastic. Okay, what else we doing? Put some of these on here. If I start going too fast or something, just give me a shout. I can always slow down as well. On for the rod. So that's it. Hopefully I don't have to come back to any of these steps. That would be muy embarrassing. No idea, honestly. I thought about saying something while I was downstairs, but I sure didn't do that. He's watching something, so he might be kind of busy. Where is my desired piece here? Here it is here. So, as we normally go, Crystal, how was your day? Hope you've had a pretty okay day for what it is. As long as he's not too distracted by his Minecraft over there. Okay. Doing some more complicated work here. Well, that's good to hear. Yeah, kind of like Epic was saying, it was also just okay for us. So there's that, and then we have some green. Goes in the corners here. I think that's it for this step as well. Obviously, until he becomes pro, is how long he's going to be doing that. So there's 4 of those. 2 more. I don't know how like annoying that flashing is, or if it even is flashing. It might just be me moving it and not realizing that's not flashing. If it is, I hope it's not too annoying. Here's that piece. Yeah, it like kind of darkens up a little bit. Oh, okay, we're just on to something totally different. So we'll set this to the side here. Alright. Let's do this then. Yeah. No, I knew that's what it was, but at the same time, sure, it could be not super annoying, but it's choosing to be super annoying. Filling one of the corners here by the looks of it. We'll make sure we get a good angle of me putting the pieces on. We hang the microphone a lot, I think, too. Being left-handed doesn't make this super duper easy. Probably not much other than a camera, better camera. But we make do with what we have here. We're going to attach that to this guy. And we're going to put on our flats. And then we have one of the sides of our question mark blocks. I don't know how well it can be seen, but very nice. And then we put it on our other piece here, like oh, hello. I was supposed to do that. Like so. So now we have the edge on here. I guess it's better like that, huh? Yeah. Nice edge. Alright. Now we're doing the same for the other side, I can only imagine here. Got some funky beats going on. Straight vibes. That's what we're going for here. What am I doing? Put more pieces on here. That, and then we're going to set it aside for half a second. I think this is the last one of this piece. Just gotta find it here. Found it. The green on here. We got our other straight edge here. Not straight edge, curved edge. And then it goes on our other side. So, just like this. No, don't do that. Wow, that's not very nice to do in Minecraft, you know. Just so you know. That's just evil. Crystal's a griefer, yeah. I'm gonna call him into the Minecraft police. How's that go? Like this. Wow. You should be treating it more respectfully than that then. Don't you think? I always love how colorful the insides of these bits are. Is it limited edition? I don't think so. Pretty sure this is just a regular old set that Nintendo is providing the people. Crystal, not everything is a revenge ploy. Everything is about revenge. Wow. Well, we're almost done with the first set of bags here. Oh heck, we got our big purple base plate. This guy. That we're gonna be putting on here. And it just goes. It just slides right into there. Yeah, I don't like the big circle in the middle, but it is what it is. I like how that fits in there, though. These mechanics on this thing are going to be absolutely insane, though. I just know that much. Okay, so I'm going to take this under piece here. Put that on there. Put this on here. Right, and then we're gonna put that smack dab in the middle. I think that's the middle. I hope. Okay. Hopefully y'all can catch mistakes that I make if I make mistakes. I should probably put these on first. I think that's right. To call me out, yeah. Well, that's good. I don't need you to read the instructions well enough to call me out. I just need to fail if I'm destined to fail. Hopefully it's enough to be entertained by the building, though. Relatively, at least. Obviously, it will not be perfect. You can kind of see what's going on in the instructions, but yeah, it's not fluent. Yeah, fair. Maybe this is something we can do more when there's a bigger following around. We can do LEGO streams. Just some wishful thinking. I mean, I'm sure we'll do more on stream anyway. And we'll be purchasing more Legos, obviously, so... If it's something that we're enjoying here, destroy my sets and rebuild them on stream. I don't think I will. In fact, okay, so we're doing this maneuver twice here. Maybe. We're doing this twice. Play Animal Crossing on stream for Short Bus. That doesn't sound right. Why does that sound so sad? What is this? Oh. Hello? That was very strange. It's the flower garden in Yoshi's Story, I think it was called, the game? I don't know. Hold on. Oh, and that's piqued my interest now. Now it won't load. Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island. Oh my god. That's horrible. Goodbye, Yoshi. Okay. Back to this. Alright, that was very weird. Alright, let's do this. Let's get some Lego built. Okay. So this goes in here. I hardly see the point of that, but okay. We listen to the Lego instructions. So now we get some real convoluted stuff in here. Put the little tube in the thing, and then we put this in the thing, so we get tube in a tube in a tube. We're gonna do that twice. Tube. Where's my other tube bit? There's my tube bit. So we got two tubes, and they go in the brown tube, like that. There's that. Alright. We're building... Man, I really wish this cable would stop getting so tangled. But we make do with what we have. Alright, so we're doing this bad boy and putting him right there. I don't know how well that was captured, I apologize. And then we do this with this side and put it on like so. I'm gonna flip her around here. And then we're gonna put these window pieces on. I can't tell if the windows are supposed to be facing inward or not. The windows are facing inward, like this. Nice. So there's that. Well, Crystal, are you enjoying yourself or somewhat paying attention? Somewhere in the middle? Yeah, this would be a good VOD to put on here. You know what? I think I will take that idea. That sounds like a good idea. Just a little something extra where we're actively doing things the whole time. No, it's fine, Crystal. It's not a big deal. I'm glad you're here, nonetheless. Our #1 support. I just didn't want you to miss out on building the Legos because you seemed really excited about doing that. About being here for this. Yeah, I mean, if you hear your name, that's a good start, at least. No, that's right. I was about to say this doesn't seem right, but it's right. I'm loving this. This is awesome. Dude, this is so cool. I'm already just so thrilled about this. So I'm guessing it's like this. No, that wouldn't make sense. The outside of the cube's right here. Does this like come out? I bet this part comes out. That's probably what it is. So I was about to say that wouldn't make sense for it to just be in the cube like it is. Okay, flip it back around. This is gonna be so complicated, I tell you what. But I'm ready. I'm ready for the complicated. I don't remember if the like showdown area is in the back or not. I actually don't remember. We're really almost done, if you couldn't tell, with this part. Where does that go? This would have to be like this, because it's not going to put the battle piece upside down where the studs are showing. That just wouldn't make sense, I don't think. Give me just a second here. We'll do this instead. Okay. So, well, no, I don't really want to do that either. Hold on. I don't think that's going to end up working anyway. I don't know. I don't know how this is going to go, if I'm being completely honest. I just know those go like that. And these pieces go like this. That is not on. It's a surprise. Dude, this whole cube is a surprise. It's a big surprise egg cube. These go right here. Okay. I see. And then we get some flats to put on here as well. To kind of end off here. Okay. Wait, what? Oh, dude, I didn't even put the flats on this part. I was like, why do I have flats left? It's because I didn't do it here. Yeah, dude, I'm awful with Legos. Oh, dude, this looks awesome. This already looks so good. I know, right? Dude, this looks so good. And it feels so good. Smells so good. It's everything. It's everything I could wish it to be. Alright, so yeah, dude, we're like 30 minutes into this. We're totally going down another bag. And if you can tell what we're making one of the sides for realsies. I'm gonna set this to the side. Give everybody just another cool look. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a hefty boy. So I am going to set that to the side. get all these extra bits out of here as well. Where can I keep all these extra bits while I'm working on it? Oops, don't want to keep doing that. I'll keep them in here. Well, no, here, what I'll do. Let me go ahead and start getting these open. I don't know if we want the bag ASMR here, but... we'll keep the bits in this bag. We'll keep that on our side here. The bag isn't that loud. That's good. I definitely think that that's a plus then. Dude, this bag smells so good. I'm so weird. I'm such a weirdo. And then here are all the question mark biddies here. Just gotta be careful here. This feels like more pieces than the last bags were. Yeah, dude, that fresh Lego smell. Right off the Lego farm. You're right, it doesn't get better than this. So let's get going. Can you even hear the snaps at all? I feel like the snaps would be really satisfying for some of these pieces. I feel like with the music and everything, it's hard to tell. There are some snappings, that's good. Alright. Mini flat pieces here. This goes like that. This goes like that. Okay. We'll have to post the whole process potentially here. We'll have to have Lego Day, WarioWare Day, all the days.
Uber Eats is loaded up with your favorites. So what's your number one? Is it a double bacon cheeseburger?
Why is there ads?
All the foods you crave from
Come
the
on,
restaurant?
don't be like that. I hope not many of these have the ads on here. Put a review. I don't know that I will. Okay. Oh, I didn't unmute here. There we go. Well, if I keep making too many blunders, I won't be able to post anything. Oh, hello. Let's just drop everything while we're at it. Hello, Peace, where are you? There you are. But no, for this particularly, I think a VOD would be a good idea. Of course, I don't know how much people would get tired of me talking about it being a VOD. But whatever, if they don't like it, they can go watch something else, right? I can't not talk about it. You know me, I can't just not talk about it. That would be against everything I am as a human. That's right. Okay. Same thing on this bad boy. On this side here. I don't have to shiny hunt Magnemite twice. It could be a build along, you're right. Yeah, I totally don't have to shiny hunt Magnemite again. I got my Magnemite. I'm on the wrong step. Now, to answer your question, how does it feel to have to shiny hunt a shiny Magneton? It terrifies me. You're right. I sure do. That's why I'm going to hunt the evolved version. I'm not catching another Magnemite. And who knows, we'll probably get a duplicate Magnemite while we're looking for Magneton. Yeah, but I don't want to catch pre-evolutions and then evolve them. That's boring. No, you gotta find the Pokemon as that Pokemon. Otherwise, what's the point? Yeah, I'm doing it the hard way. If I just look for all these shiny Pokemon, then we're going to get all these shinies, and I'm not going to have anything to show for it. I'm not going to have anybody to watch with me. It's just going to be the same set of following here. If I prolong it, we'll have people that have experienced the whole journey with us. Okay, what are we doing here? These are flats. We have discussed this one, Crystal. Epic, would you be so kind as to explain this for me? This is too short. Oh. No, I just don't know what I'm doing. I can take it if you want, but... See, the way you said fine, I think you know the answer already. Yeah. So this goes like this. I went awkward. You could win another one. That's very true. Like I did with the last Reddit post, I will definitely be posting in the Discord once the giveaway goes live. Because I want people to have a shot if they want the Pokemon. It's not impossible that you could win one, for sure. You know, I wasn't gonna mention that part, but yeah, it actually did. There were 72 people in that dice roll, in that wheel spin, and you were literally the name right after it. So it was very close to just coming back to you anyway. But I will also say that the person who did get Golbat was so happy to get Golbat. So just think, Crystal. This one missed opportunity made someone else happy. Doesn't that make you happy at the end of the day? That someone else got to experience that happiness by my hand? Man, I really thought for a second that you would. You'll get one. You'll get one day. As long as you're participating. Fairly, might I add. You know, like I said, all fairness, I shouldn't have told you the answer, but I don't think you're going to get any more answers until the giveaway is over. I think that's a fair trade. Piece. Where is my piece? Ah, I found it. How am I making you mad, Crystal? I'm not trying to anger anyone, so what is angering you? That you were that close. I don't think that should be making you upset. I think that you should be... First of all, I think you should be relieved that I even included you in the first place. I also saw it as a good sign. And also, Crystal, you understand that not all the giveaways are going to be randomly drawn. People are going to start answering the questions correctly. And that also just means that you can get in there, get the answer right, and that's it. If you get the answer right, competition's over. I thought I was actually making you angry for a minute. loving this, by the way. Okay, it looks like we're moving on to some other little side pieces here, so we will set it to the side here. Grab this guy. Start building. Oh, come on. It's not that bad. What am I looking for? Well, I know what I'm looking for, but where is what I'm looking for, I guess, is the correct answer. Don't think I dropped a piece. Ah, gotcha. D-Batty Bakud, my girlfriend. Man, I didn't think it would come down to that. Okay, get in there. Here we go. Okay. I think that is everything for this part. Here. Pretty sure it just goes right on here. I'm liking this. This is very cool. What am I doing? Right here. I think it goes right here. Oh man, we're really filling in the gaps right now. Make sure that that was that. Okay, so that's that. Alright, now we get to actually do some texture work on this brick here. Alright, then we do... It might just because you're downloading something. My stream hasn't been working on my phone all day, but my phone also just hasn't been working. I think everybody's good. I haven't had any problems on my end, unlike the Isaac stream. Oh, yeah. Hopefully the stream is still satisfactory. I gotcha. Well, I hope it's not ruining the awesome building experience too awful much for you. It's watchable, okay. Okay. Are you talking to me? You want me to restart the camera? I can definitely do that real quick. Let's do... Let's remove the camera. That's not what I wanted to remove. Okay. Here we go. Okay, and let me put it down. There we go. Should be good. Way better? Awesome. Yeah, who knows? Something may have happened at some point. Oh, is it not better? Which one is it? Come on. How is it, Epic? Bad? What's it doing? Is it working or not working? I don't. I couldn't even get the stream to pull up on my phone, so I don't get to see any of it. Yeah, hold on. Let me do that. Just take... OBS is working fine for me. Everything seems to be fine on my end. Not getting any warnings or anything like that.